3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we're doing Goddess Dress now, like I said, and so this is Gina's ending, and Gina was, you didn't actually see her because I skipped her. Well, no, we did talk to her in the last ending. We just talked to her once because she needed a little bit of affection to trigger Katie's first cutscene. So she's the little maid character. Thank you for the luck, appreciate it. Yeah, no fishy story. I'm not doing fishy story because I'm playing on keyboard, and I would have liked to do fishy story, but it's actually probably one of the worst in terms of RNG. And also, you need a controller. The keyboard fishing is just impossible, so I am playing on keyboard. Thanks for the luck. Okay, let me just make sure I understand this correctly. But yeah, so we did actually trigger Gina's first cutscene, and it was actually just, what's interesting is it's actually just a byproduct of going through Katie's ending, because Gina's threshold for the first cutscene is very low, and you also need to befriend Katie for her ending anyway. You pretty much naturally end up triggering the first Goddess Dress cutscene when you do Cake Contest, at least the way that we did it. So we pretty much got that cutscene for free as soon as we triggered the cutscene at the villa where she gave us the book. That raised, because that's okay, I guess I didn't talk about that, but another way that you get affection in the game is through events. So every cutscene, not every cutscene, but most cutscenes will give a boost to the characters who are involved in the cutscene, and so then that goes into the math, and you also have to be wary of that because that can put you over a threshold to trigger a cutscene, and sometimes you want to trigger a cutscene at a certain time, but not before. So in that case, we wanted to make sure that we didn't trigger Gina's cutscene until we already had the cow and the chicken, so that we could use it to manipulate the weather to maintain good weather, and then not have to care for the animal, and also raise its affection for free, basically. So, okay. Like I said, we're also going to do the negative response to these questions. So again, that means a negative response to all three. They really did make it so you could skip essentially every cutscene. So any cutscene where you have to give some information or you have to answer a question, you can't skip, but as soon as you have answered that question, whatever it is, you can skip the cutscene. There's one exception to that, but I'm not sure why that is. But so they allow you to skip. Basically, there's a second half to this intro cutscene, but as soon as you've named the farm, you can skip it. Guess we're skipping here. So let me just follow this really closely. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. Okay, I actually just rerouted this. So let's see if we can, I've never done it like this before, but, okay, I think this is fine, and we kind of got screwed on the forageables, to be honest. Okay. 2, 3, this will work no matter what, that's fine. Okay, we've got 4. Let me just keep track. Okay, hang on. Okay, so we're gonna just intro Katie. Again, we have to befriend Katie for Gina's ending. That's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, hang on. So yeah, okay, this is perfect. This is gonna show the routing perfectly. Nice. So yeah, so we need to intro, yeah, we're not the hero, yeah, so I guess Gina and Katie like bad boys, I guess that's their whole thing. But, so most of the forageables, basically there's no shipping bin in this game too, which is another thing that's very strange when it comes to Harvest Moon games. There's no shipping bin, but all that you can sell to basically most shops, and the shops will only buy certain items depending on what type of shop it is. There's usually some overlap. Hang on. Okay, yeah, I see what I'm doing. There's usually some overlap, but pretty much all the forageables can be sold at either Ronald's or Lila's, and blueberries are unique in that they can actually be sold for 30 gold, which is very, very, I mean, that's kind of nice. So we're actually going to sell all of our blueberries, and that actually gives us enough money to buy. Now I could work that into the cake contest. I'm dropping frames. I could work that into the cake contest route, but I'm not sure yet. It depends on kind of the movement, like where, because you don't have to go to the same. Wait, I buy 7. Okay, hang on, sorry. Just, yeah. Okay. Conceivably, you could do mineral strats for both, but yeah, so yeah, I could work that in. But anyway, so I picked up those blueberries since I was going over to Katie anyway. Otherwise, we would only have 3, like I said, we would only have 3 corn. I didn't fill my... Okay, that wasn't in the notes. I need to fill the watering can, but fair enough. Okay. Oh, I already only have 7. That's right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because of the way the math works out, 7 is... You don't need 8, you just need 7. And 7 is actually faster than 8, which sounds counterintuitive, but I did the math. Okay, today's Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday. Okay. And so the original, like, early runs, I think this is one of the first runs that Uber did. It's also, this was the first ending that I ever ran for this game too. And the early runs involved gifting her every day, which is, when you see comparisons, it's obviously way slower than doing what I'm doing here, which is going to be gifting her every Wednesday and Saturday, because those are the days that she's here. So as a result, you do end up going quite deep into the year, but okay, so this, yeah, we haven't got our first cutscene yet, but we will after one more interaction. So any rain is good. So this is Thursday, this is Friday. Okay, rain is good. Rain is basically exactly what we want on any non-Wednesday or Saturday. Wait, that was Thursday, right? Okay, Thursday, Friday, yeah, so tomorrow's Saturday. I can check, obviously I can pause to check the day. I try and keep track of the dates if I can without pausing, because it saves time. It's pretty easy to keep track once you learn, because you end up playing spring and summer, mostly just spring and summer repeatedly, and those are the seasons that you mostly need to keep track of. I mean, that's where most of the like early game routing. One of the bottlenecks that comes into play in runs of this is getting the early cutscenes triggered, depending on the ending. But oftentimes you want to get, especially with like horse race, which you'll see actually coming up, you want to get a lot of the early cutscenes triggered by the, or at least the setup for the cutscenes done Saturday, Sunday, by the first rainy season. And so that gives you 15 days to start first cutscene. That's the cutscene that we use to sleep and essentially manipulate perfect weather for the cow and the chicken in the last ending. But in this case, well, we're actually we have to trigger that ending in order to do the Goddess Dress ending, which is genius. Sunday. Monday. And so now we will get Katie's cutscene. So Katie, I think, automatically triggers the next day, or maybe Katie has to have some effect, and I can't remember off the top of my head. I rotted a lot of this a long time ago, but the math is the same. Crap. Okay. Okay. So the reason why, even though today is Monday, I think, we're still leaving the house because the third cutscene can be triggered as soon as cutscene 2 triggers, which is where Katie comes to the farm. You didn't see, but in the first cutscene, Gina came to the farm to tell you about the dress or whatever. I can't remember exactly. And then Katie comes the second day to tell you more about it. And then, oh my god, what? Is that because it's Monday? Okay, we just had our first hiccup. I'm not sure what's happened here. That's okay, we'll still get through. Maybe I read the notes wrong. That's okay, we'll figure it out. Dang, what? Can it not trigger on Monday? That's okay, we'll just do it tomorrow too. That's very strange. I even waited to see if it triggered, which I'm glad I just did that because... Yeah, Monday, okay. Okay, so that's about, that's a bit of time lost because I walked all the way to the villa. But we'll walk all the way there again today. Tuesday. Okay. Thanks for the luck, Rena. Not really sure why that is. I thought that could happen on any day. And it's funny because Katie is in the cutscene, so it wouldn't make sense for Monday to be off limits because she's there on Mondays. So... yeah, there it is. Okay. That's the cutscene we're trying to trigger. So okay, that's fine. So anyway, so this is the third cutscene. It involves Katie and Gina both at the villa. And it's funny because Katie's not here right now, but somehow the cutscene can still trigger with her there. And then on the Monday, it didn't work. So I'm not sure what's up with that. But... okay, so we actually need to forage. This is Tuesday, okay. Actually, probably should have foraged there. Yeah, I should have foraged there. That's okay. That's fine. Yeah, I should have, because I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow now. Foraging in this one is a little bit hard to organize because there is one day where you have basically a bunch of time to kill, but it's only after you've had to have given her, like, I can't remember, like 14 gifts or something like that. So you kind of have to waste some time doing the Wednesday, Thursday. That actually sucks because I just lost my gift day, but that's fine. And I kind of, yeah, That's okay. I mean, basically, it doesn't matter if you lose a few days here and there. And early rain is better than late rain because at least early on in the run, you're still growing the corn. Okay, so Thursday. Friday, and this shouldn't be our first, because this will be... Oh my god, it is. Okay, so this is the 12th. Yeah, okay, fair enough. This is the 12th, so this is our first harvest. And we're going to do... Can't remember how many harvests. You don't need as much. You only need 3,000 for this ending. So I do have to make sure I save in 4 days. So on the day of my next harvest, I'll make sure to save so I don't lose any for the in the rainy season, just in case. Okay, Friday. Saturday. Okay, so I can't gift her today, and today I'll also... No, this can't be right. Oh, no, that is right, yeah. Okay, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go in and out of the... Because I have... Oh, no. Oh, no, I just have... Yeah, corn. I don't want to give her corn, obviously. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in and out here, so it loses me the time of the loading zone, but I do need to just... get a gift for Gina, because I'm going to be doing the majority of my foraging, at least according to my notes, here. So it's kind of tough to plan your initial forage, because not only does it depend on how many forageables are available, but also it depends on how many gifting days you actually have before you end up triggering this cutscene, and that's going to depend on weather. So the first day that you forage, you kind of just have to take whatever there is, I guess, and I ended up taking 4. Okay, so now I have 5. So now I'm just going to get up to 14. So I've done 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, herb here, yeah, 10, and then, okay, that was... 11. And so as I said, the first time that you enter here on any year, even if it's a New Game Plus file, which is kind of annoying, you will always get some intro cutscene from the goddess, which means, and because the goddess dress cutscene that takes place here doesn't override that cutscene, you have to enter here twice, and you have to make sure you do that. If you forget, then you just, yeah. Okay, yeah, enter twice. Okay, cool. So that was cutscene 4. I didn't see it, obviously, but yeah. So that's where the goddess tells you, like, you need some special silk, some magical silk to make the magical dress. And again, this was Saturday the 13th. Saturday the 15th. Sunday. Once again, not really getting a ton of rain here. It's okay, but... this is Sunday. Monday. and Tuesday, so then this will be my second forage or harvest. That's okay. So I have to leave the house anyway, even though it's raining. It still saves time, but this will be my second harvest, and then I need to save tonight or when I sleep next because just in case the rain is. It always made me sad that tools couldn't be upgraded. There's a weird thing about tools in this game. You can upgrade one tool, and that's the... Well, hang on, let me just do this and I'll explain. This is one thing I think is actually bad about this game. It doesn't really make any sense. Okay, so oh, come on. I got no rain on the first day of the rainy season. Come on. So... Yeah, you're right that it doesn't really matter, and so that was part of why they did it. For some reason, they made it so that I don't think any other Harvest Moon game does this. To get one unit of fodder, you have to cut 3 patches of grass rather than just one. Okay, hang on, let me just. 8. What? That has never happened. That has absolutely never happened. Okay, this is bad luck, but that's good. Oh, of course. And so you actually can upgrade the sickle. The sickle's the only tool that you can upgrade. I'm like, what? That's never happened. That's like probably like a 1 in 25 or something. I don't know. 1 in 30 to get 2 consecutive non-rains. 19, 20. Yeah. So, but the upgraded sickle, the heavy sickle, yeah. Okay, I have to reset anyway. Okay, that's okay. Because I lost corn. That's good. So. The sickle can be upgraded, but as soon as you go to the next year, you actually lose the upgraded sickle. It's like the silliest thing, and I don't know why they did that. And then the other item that you can... The other item that you can upgrade, other tool that you can upgrade is obviously the fishing pole for the fishing story ending, which I'm not doing currently. Obviously I was going to do, but... and that costs... It's annoying because they obviously did it because they didn't want you to like keep anything that's connect, because technically you can only upgrade 18, 19, what Desert, you did this. Did I lose? Yeah, I lost crops anyway. Okay, so I might reset a few times here, but unfortunately this is just no. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Unfortunately, this is just a fact of life when you play this game. I know, that's okay. I mean, it doesn't matter because that cake contest run was amazing. So yeah, it's not clear. I'm resetting because I'm losing crops in the rainy season, so this is a good proof of concept, as you can see. Anyway, I'm rambling, but the fishing pole, you can only upgrade it once you've triggered like the second, or like after you've gotten the fishing rod from Joe, and then you have to trigger a cutscene, like a later cutscene in the fishy story ending, and then the upgraded fishing rod is technically not an upgrade, I guess. Well, I guess neither is the heavy sickle. Anyway, basically, then it becomes available at the at Lewis's shop, and when you start a new file, or when you do a new game plus file, so when you continue to another year or consecutive year after you 18, 19, 20, just please, dude, don't do this. In practice, I got perfect luck. Okay, and I lost again, dude. Wow. Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna keep doing this. Unfortunately, Anyway, so then, yeah, but then the fishing pole goes back to a normal fishing pole. So you actually keep the fishing pole. You don't lose it, which means that you still yeah, it's funny, because then you still technically are keeping an item that's connected to an ending. So in New Game plus Fishy Story, we already have the fishing pole, because we kept it from the previous ending. At least I think we do. I actually haven't done that in a while. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure. But that goes back to normal fishing pole as well, which sucks because it's actually a useless fishing pole. So that's why, that's one of the things, especially with a sickle, didn't really make a lot of sense, because it's like, it's just a drain on your money. So if you want to play the game casually, you have to just buy a new heavy sickle every year, which you can do. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much anyway. There's not really a back. I mean, actually, to be honest, I suppose there's a backup for this. I mean, there's not like a backup, but I could just keep growing corn. I didn't really do the math for it because I didn't expect this to happen. 18, and here we go. This is the luck we're getting. I mean, just give me no rain, and then I'll just water every day, and then I don't have to worry about this. Like, come on. Yeah, money, exactly. So money is very easy, and there's not really much for you to spend your money on. So in a way, it doesn't really matter, but it's still kind of like a weird design decision. What? Desert's the only one who knows that this is crazy. So I'm still in the rainy season, and I'm getting like 3 consecutive days of no rain in the rainy season, which is, yeah, like I've never seen that, unheard of. But again, this is 18 or 19, sorry, 19, which is good because then I at least have one of those crops. But this is crazy. Okay, 20, and then just please don't. Yeah, it's like that's at least like, well, I mean, I've missed 4 mud shots in a row before, but. I'm actually going to save here as well. Yeah, at least I did. Yeah, like, so 20. So I'll save here. Actually, if I save here, do I always lose the crops? I'm not really sure. 21. 22. Just please be nice. This is Monday. Just come on. Okay, good. Okay, we're good. Okay, so we're through that reset point, and we can just continue now. Sorry. I don't know, what was that, like 5 minutes probably? Isn't bad. Okay, so this is Monday, and then, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. How many do I need? Okay. I don't know why my notes say that. That doesn't make sense. Wait, this is Tuesday, right? Sorry, date check. Yeah, Tuesday, 23rd. Oh, I see. Okay, whatever. Oh wait, no. I only need 4. Okay. We're with the program, don't worry. Okay, these notes are just don't make any sense. But okay, that's fine. Okay, this is Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Thursday. Okay. So now we're selling the corn, so we're done with the corn. And we can just this is it, right? Yeah. Okay. I could forage here, but I don't really need to. Yeah, I could, but. So it's not along the corn. Sorry, it's like trying to read the notes. 25. Okay. So now we need to wait till until 10 a.m. for Lewis's shop to open. He's actually closed on Wednesday, Saturday anyway, so I couldn't go to his shop on the day. On a day that I would normally gift Gina, so I might as well go up here and gift her here, and then use that to burn the time to get into his shop. So I'm going to just talk to her. Something weird happened in this run. I'm going to need to rewatch this. I don't understand why I didn't get the certain some dialogue from Gina. Okay, that's okay though. So now we just go down and we're just gonna. Okay. So yeah, we're buying the silk from Lewis. So by getting the cutscene at the Goddess Pond, it unlocks our ability to buy the silk thread for 3,000, which is what we grew the corn for. Drop the frames now. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Okay, my beat. So on the same day, we head here. So now that we have the silk, we just take it to the same place. Okay. Oh. What? You texted my granny. About what?
She texted me yesterday.
Okay. Wait, did you call her today?
Yeah.
Okay, she said she thought you called her. Okay. That's fine. Okay, you just texted her about. That's fine. Okay. That's cool. Okay, again, this was Thursday. I feel like I'm really behind on Gina, but I'm not sure. Friday. Saturday. So now I don't need to water at all, so now I literally will just be sleeping till Wednesdays and Saturdays only. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, thank you. Okay, you got it. Okay. Yeah. Sunday, okay. Yeah, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, of course. I'm just making sure it's Wednesday, yes, okay. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, so anyway, okay, we're all good. We're all good. I think only a couple things went wrong so far, and I made a couple mistakes because this is the first time that I've done this. This kind of growing route. What I used to do was actually only grow 3 corn plants, and that was very dumb of me because not only is it just slower in real, in just literal terms, but also every rain saves more time if you're growing more plants. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Anyway, so that's why I factored in now the blueberry selling, so that worked out. And then oh crap. Okay, it doesn't matter. Wait, is this Wednesday? Yeah, this is Wednesday. Okay, so I technically messed up. I didn't mess up, but I just have to go to the villa on a Monday now to do the next cutscene. But this one's one where you need to get Gina. This is when, yeah, when you need to get Gina to 200 affection. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You need to get Gina to 200 affection. So I mean, you've got plenty of time to do most of these cutscenes. You can do them at pretty much at any time in the span of these gifts. I've given her 11, and I believe I need to give her 21 to get her to 200. Okay. The only thing is that I'm going to be doing the rest of my foraging on the next Monday. Ooh, I hope that works out. I actually might have messed up, kind of. I mean, it's not going to lose me very much time, but I'm trying to think when's the rainy season is. I don't remember. I don't know what the date is today. So Sunday, Monday. Okay, we're good. We're good. So on the next Monday, go to the villa, and we're gonna forage the remaining gifts, and then our next cutscene. So basically, again, I glossed over the plot. Excuse me. All the plots are basically the same. It's just somebody finds some special thing about the village that they can use to convince the evil greedy capitalists not to build the amusement park. And in this case, Gina wants to make some magical dress. I actually haven't watched the cutscenes in a while. But it's something along the lines. I think it's like Katie, where she's entering some contest or something like that, like a magazine contest or something like that. And so she wants to make some magical dress, but then you talk to her, and then you talk to Katie, and then you talk to Gina and Katie, both at the both up here at the villa. That was the third cutscene that I somehow did trigger the first time I came here, which I need to figure that out. So I'll have to rewatch this run and see what was different, but I think some of the cutscenes may be weather-based. I haven't quite put that together yet, but I think some of them might depend. I mean, I know that some of them require there to be no rain, but whether it matters if it's sunny or cloudy, like I'm kind of always asking myself. There's been a number of mysteries with this game, many of which we've cracked, but that surprises me that cutscene didn't trigger. Very surprised by that. Anyway, so now we are waiting. This is the day that we have the most time to kill, so we would like to do most of our foraging here, but like I said, we needed to reach 100 affection, I think, for I think the 4th cutscene. Or no. It's actually this cutscene. Actually, this cutscene requires... Yeah, this cutscene actually requires 100, I think. So we already need to give her at least, like, 11 gifts by this point, and we pretty much... I mean, I could do the other foraging later and just burn a few days. There's actually some tiny optimizations I can make now that I'm thinking about it, but it also depends on what's your average chance to lose a day to rain. Because in this game, or in this category, or especially with this route, if you lose a Wednesday to rain, you lose 3 days to rain, right? So you don't just lose the Wednesday, but also you have to sleep 3 more times, so you lose like an entire half a week. So it's still very quick to sleep, but so we need to enter here at noon. We know that it's noon when the doors open because Dia exits the villa at noon. And the reason why I'm doing this on a Monday is because this is actually a 2-part cutscene. This is basically a way to combine 2 cutscenes. I believe these are 2 cutscenes, and I think I've triggered this. I did this a long time ago, but here. So we'll enter here. The cutscene starts. Some of these cutscenes don't skip immediately, so I'm holding start this whole time. And then this one. So then this cutscene triggers right after. And what's weird is you, if it's not Monday and you enter the villa, it will trigger that first cutscene, but then it'll spit you back out, and then the second cutscene won't trigger. So what I ended up concluding is that the second cutscene there, yeah, you can just hold start, yeah. As soon as the screen's black, you can just hold start, yeah. It's really easy. I mean, it's honestly... Guys, this is the perfect Harvestman speedrun. You can do it. Anyway, so what I ended up concluding is that second cutscene actually requires it to be Monday, and so because it puts you in the area where that second cutscene would trigger anyway, you just make sure that you do it on a Monday, and then you can automatically trigger both at the same time. So, Tuesday, Wednesday, if that makes sense. So basically, otherwise I would have to go up there twice, but I just make sure that I do that on a Monday, and so then when it spits me out, it automatically already puts me in the area where the second cutscene's gonna trigger, and it's a Monday at the proper time, boom, boom, boom. So then, and now we literally just gift until 21 gifts, and so right now she's got 14, that's her 14th gift, yeah. So anyway, but yeah, so the plot is, yeah, she's entering a context, blah, 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 so you talk to her and Katie a couple times, and then you go to the Goddess Pond. Goddess tells you that she could win the cutscene with the Goddess Silk, but I need to bring her Silk. Once she tells me that, then the Goddess Silk becomes available at Lewis's. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then the Goddess Silk becomes available for 3,000, and then you buy the Goddess Silk, which is why we were growing the corn, and then you bring the silk to the Goddess, she turns it into the magical Goddess Silk, blah blah blah, and then this Wednesday or Saturday, Monday. Flower Bud City, the lore. And then you give Gina the Goddess Silk, which is the cutscene that I just triggered. And then the second cutscene there is like some weird one with Dia, where you heard like the beginnings of like some sad music, and I don't really understand that cutscene, and I think it's required, but I haven't done like thorough testing on this in a while. A lot of this stuff I tested like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. A lot of this I tested a long time ago, but I'm fairly certain. I'm pretty sure that it's required. Anyway. So yeah, and Dia otherwise. I mean, and I'm pretty sure I think if you read Uchi no Tane, it tells you to befriend Dia, because Dia actually does appear in a number of cutscenes in Ascending, but you don't need to gift her at all. Which is another one of those kind of misleading. Misleading ones. Okay, so that's 15. And I said Saturday, right? Yeah, Saturday. I just have to keep track. Because this does get kind of close. I mean, I don't know how many days you can lose, and obviously there's certain periods of time where it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Obviously it's okay. It is Wednesday, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's the kind of crap that can happen is, because you're sleeping through so many days, you're forfeiting a lot of opportunities to gift her, and you're putting yourself in a situation where potentially if you missed enough Wednesdays and Saturdays just due to random mild season luck, I also completely forgot what day it is now. Yeah, see, we get Winter Town. See, that's the plus side. This is one of the very few endings where you pretty much, I think if you got perfect luck, you would only you might not even get to winter actually if you got perfect luck. And certainly if you got no rain in the rainy season on Wednesdays, like consistently on Wednesdays and Saturdays, then you would also, and I'm pretty sure you wouldn't make it to winter Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But as a marathon, obviously, if I end up in a situation where I only have a few days left to work with, I'll just go to the villa and gift her. But in a speedrun, you would reset, because you lose quite a bit of time to go all the way to the villa. Whereas sleeping a few days, it's literally it's like 7 seconds, to sleep like 3 days. I think you probably want to gift her first, actually. I think I've been kind of messing that up, because otherwise she gives you longer dialogue. For some characters in certain situations, you want to definitely talk to them first. This is not really a situation where you have to do that. Damn it. It's Saturday, right? Like, I keep doing this. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like, just make sure, okay. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sorry, I just dropped a ton of frames. Don't know what's... My internet's so-so where I'm at right now. I did it again. In Japanese, the text is like so quick. But also, yeah, one thing I would say is if people are interested in playing this, please feel free to play on emulator and feel free to play on English. We do hide emulator times Wednesday. We do hide emulator times by default, but honestly, it's just kind of a formality. Just play it anyway. And feel free to play on English because we actually recently Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We actually recently made the decision to split the English and Japanese leaderboards, which I totally support. I think that's great, especially for games like this where on PS2 it's difficult to play in Japanese. In N64 or SNES, you can just, it's not region locked, so you can easily just pop in a Japanese cart. Yeah. So all the best times for this right now are in Japanese, but the English leaderboard is pretty much wide open, and I've actually optimized a number of the notes since then, including this category. In fact, this is one category that I'm going to need to return to as soon as I have access to my console again. Sunday, right? Monday. I'm screwing this up. Okay. Tuesday. Wednesday. Okay, Wintertown. I'm gonna shut up for this. Oh, what? Oh no. Actually, wait. You know what? Screw it. I definitely, yeah, that was the final hurry-up required. Victory lap. That's really strange. I shouldn't have already gotten the cutscene there. That's early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, no. Okay, I don't know. That's weird. Okay, fine. I must have just miscounted by 1. That's okay. So, sorry. You get the idea. Okay. That was not as clean as I had hoped, but this should still be underestimate. The highest praises. Oh yeah, also, for you classic HM players, this has plenty of nostalgic, classic HM typos. So those sweet gems of Natsume lore. Yeah, that's like, it's got like arguably one of the best on the very final, So yeah, anyway, so that cutscene, the previous cutscene is where she comes with Dia, and Dia is wearing the dress. So I can see where Fogu or Cher or whatever had imagined that you do need to befriend Dia. But yeah, you don't need to befriend Dia. Man, okay, I'm sorry, I'm dropping quite a few frames here. But yeah, okay, we'll let this play out. Because this will still be underestimate, and I'll just reminisce about it. Damn, we dropping frames right now. Okay, we still pretty far ahead. That's good. So I'll be doing horse race next. Horse race will also take advantage. Horse race will actually, horse race doesn't use Gina. Yeah, horse race I had timed at. Let me look. Actually, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick too during the credits. Horse race I had put at about an hour. Yeah, I'd put at about an hour. I don't really have anything. Yeah, I did use Idris Swallowtail earlier. I'm sure that we don't need to fill like an hour. If we needed to fill like an hour, I could do Endangered Weasel, but I'm sure we can just make it work with maybe just a little bit longer of a intermission, and then we can just gradually gain, or get ourselves back a little bit behind schedule. Yeah, that's cool. Nice. That's cool though. I mean, I've literally done 4 out of the 9 endings. I did do Horse Race 3 years ago. I think it was 3. I think it was at HMV2. And I botched that one. I can remember. I still came in underestimate, but I messed it up. I messed up like the main strat. And this is one ending where the whole optimal world record strat is to try and get all the gifting done before the first rainy season, because if you don't, then you can't care for the horse. Basically, what you're trying to use a cutscene, same thing with as I did with the cow and the chicken, which I did perfectly with the cow and the chicken, is to use a cutscene to get perfect weather, and then use that to carry you through the mild season and the rainy season until you get to the dry season. And then in the dry season, you're good. You don't need to worry about it at all. And so I botched that somehow. But I figured out. Now, I mean, I have marathon safe strats now, so I'm gonna be fine. Actually, let's get some. What? Oh, dang it. And actually, another thing about this game doesn't get enough credit. This game actually, I believe, introduced a number of characters that became recurring characters, but their first appearance was in Save the Homeland. I believe Gina's one of them.